You know, I often get asked a question about how to take care of a tree and what is the appropriate way to prune it. Well, we've got a purple leaf plum here that, well, let's talk about it. It's got some unusual characteristics going on in some of these main crotches. Whenever you prune any tree, what you want to look for first are the obvious decisions. Now, this branch right in the middle here is a very obvious decision. You can see that its crowding is actually twisting all the way around and they're rubbing. And a lot of this, so by taking this out of here very carefully, I'd make a handsaw cut here. You don't want to get in there and be cutting into this portion of the tree, but you have to get this cut out of here very carefully so as to not damage the rest of the tree. So that's step one. That'll relieve a lot of the congestion up in here. Then you've got a lot of these water sprouts, the ones that are shooting straight up through the middle. I always take that stuff out of there. I want to get the tree back to the main framework of the branch structure. When I look up high in the tree, it doesn't appear that it's had a whole lot of work done on in the past. I can see at one point somebody snipped it back and shaped it all the way around, and the subsequent new growth came back as these long straight shots. I try to discourage that whenever possible. If a tree is allowed to evolve naturally, then you're not going to get these additional shoots that come up. And here's a really good example. Right here, you can see where this was cut off at one time, and now you got 4 branches coming up off of it. It was cut here, now there's 2. You know, and the additional branches become more elongated. So if you look at the tree as a whole, at this point my recommendation would be to do all those required cuts. The inside thinning out of those water sprouts, the crowding of the branches. And as for the overall shape of the tree, it looks just fine. Maybe thin out some of those additional tops where you have 3 or 4 multiples that are coming off, and just leave 1 or 2 stronger ones so it's not quite so heavy. But try to avoid the temptation to shear it over and keep it shaped. A naturally formed tree will actually reach a certain height and not get too much worse off, so leave it alone. And as for the birch over there, boy, those are beautiful trees. I would not touch them.